So I'm back for another video, and this video is going to be discussing the whole Khloe Kardashian debacle. Y'all, Khloe Kardashian released an article called How to Look Thin and cause I don't cuss online, my mama would kill me. New York born, but Southern bred. I am a Southern belle. Anyway, the article was just giving girls some tips on how to look better in their pictures. And the internet and Twitter went crazy, y'all. Crazy. Which makes sense in this era of false body positivity and, trying to convince other people that somehow we love ourselves so much, even if we're fat, because I am a fat woman. I've been fat my whole life. I've been fat since a little girl. Like, some of y'all were thin and y'all got fat. Like, I have always been a chubby girl. I was a 9-pound baby. And from that, I just expanded. And I do work on it. I'm trying to work on it. We'll talk about that later. But somehow we fat women think that they should try to convince other people to accept them, or women with odd shapes, accept me, date me. It's weird because people will accept you if they want to accept you, and if they don't want to accept you, they will not. Back to the article. Yeah, she was just giving some tips. Now, I will admit, Khloe Kardashian obviously has had some work done. I definitely feel she's gone too far, just like her sister Kylie. She's gone a little bit too far with the lip plumping and the, I don't mind her losing weight or getting thin or getting her lipo or whatever she did, honey. Overall, her body looks good. She looks good, but too much is going on up here in the face. But that's a personal preference. If her man like it, who am I? Okay, so, I think that, she's obviously not the best role model for anybody. Is any Kardashian the best role model for anybody? But they do have a right to their platform. Whether they want to use it for good or whether they want to use it for bad, we all have a right to our platforms. And, I'm an advocate for encouraging young girls to do the right thing and not to do the wrong thing. But I don't think Khloe was doing the wrong thing in this article. A lot of people are very uncomfortable taking pictures. I felt like a lot of her tips are things that I use as a big woman, fat woman, and I wanted to share her tips and add a few of my own if you want to look great in your pictures. Now, my theory on this is, why wouldn't you want to look great in your pictures? I'll wait. It's very odd to me for a feminine woman to say, I don't want to look great in my pictures. And maybe she doesn't care how she looks in pictures. We definitely know a lot of women don't care how they look in their clothes. That's a massive trend now. So let's read what people on Twitter had to say about Khloe Kardashian's tips. And then I'm gonna go through her tips and give you a few of my own. If you're a curvy woman, if you're a fat woman, if you're a big woman, I have some tips on how to look amazing in your photos so you can look thin as, I'm not gonna say it. Okay. The first one, this is the reaction from this person on Twitter. What an awful way to make young girls feel even more pressured to be slim. This is so problematic. And coming from someone who claims to support body positivity. So for me as a fat woman, is it body positive for me to tell other little girls who should be a normal weight and not obese and overweight to be fat and to love your fat? Is that not detrimental to young girls in any way? People's theories and ideologies are very weird to me online. And I really don't care what anybody has to say about it, because y'all know on this channel, I'm gonna say what I want anyway. But I feel like it's weird that people think that you can say, oh, love your body, love your rolls, love your big gut, love your stomach. If I tell people that, but yet I turn around and tell girls they can't worry about, how they look in pictures, or like it's a crime to want to look thin. Now, if you don't want to look thin, it's all good. But why are you mad though? Why are you so mad? I don't understand. Khloe Kardashian, shame on you for feeding into the notion that looking thin as is the preferred way for women to be looked at and desired. You're a part of body complex problems. Look, don't be mad because Khloe Kardashian could probably steal your man. Don't be mad. This is why, as women, we have to be mindful of how we look. We do have to watch our weight. We do have to put on a little makeup. We do have to do our hair. Because at the end of the day, you could be the most beautiful woman and you cannot have the best life. Like your husband could cheat on you, your boyfriend could cheat on you. But it's more than just your looks. It's how you act. It's your essence. A lot goes into being a feminine woman. I feel like these women are mad that Khloe took control of her life and was like, I don't want to be chubby anymore. Like, it doesn't suit me. It doesn't look good on me. I don't feel good. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't see how, she never said in the post that being thin is the preferred way. So, putting words into people's mouths. Moving right along. I love Khloe Kardashian, but promoting how to look thin as in your Instagram pictures is not a good message to send anyone, especially young girls. Diet culture. Well, let me tell you something about the diet culture. My doctor just put me on one. So there's actually nothing wrong with going on a diet. There are a lot of us that need to be on one. Because maybe we're not as mobile as we need to be. Maybe we can't fit into the outfits that we want to fit into. There is a reason to be on a diet. And it's not always a bad thing. So I don't know what she means by diet culture. Does she mean like people are starving themselves? Well, honey, not in my culture. Because we some big girls overall. So we're not starving ourselves. So stop. Maybe in her culture, you know, it's a diet culture and there's this super pressure to be thin, but no one can pressure you to do anything if you're in tune with who you are. If you have a relationship with God, if you have a relationship with your family, if you get the help that you need, if you know you have weird thoughts in your head and you get therapy, you get help. So if you have body, you know, dysmorphia or other images or, oh, girl, stop hitting stuff. If you have body image disorders and different things, well, it is your job to treat yourself. And if you have a child that has this issue, it is your job to help your child. They shouldn't be looking to Khloe Kardashian for anything but superficial things. So she didn't tell you to get surgery. Now, if she would have said get surgery, then I would have been like, girl, but that's not what she said. Dear Khloe Kardashian, we get it. You used to be fat and hated yourself. But could you stop promoting this whole narrative that in order to be happy, you need to be thin? It's exhausting. Well, let me tell you what else is exhausting. Being fat. That's quite exhausting as well. This is why I never send the message out to people that being fat is where it's at. And I'm not saying being thin is where it's at either. It's being at a healthy, comfortable body weight that you and your doctor have talked about. Most fat people don't want to be fat. That is why you see your most popular bloggers getting weight loss surgery and losing weight. Because they don't want to be fat. So if somebody wants to take control of their weight, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And as a fat woman, I am secure in myself. I don't have to tell people, accept me, accept me. Like, I don't need you to accept me. I am secure. My weight is between me, God, and my doctor. That's it. Let's read one more tweet for fun. This is vile. I'm shocked this is even allowed. It's social media, lady. It's promoting such an unhealthy body image for girls who make up the largest percentage of your following and making them think being skinny and thin is better than being their natural selves. Shameful. What is their natural selves? Is that obese? Because that is not your natural selves. Is that being a size 0? If you were born like that and that's your natural metabolism, my husband is naturally thin. I mean, he eats and eats and eats, and I get angrier and angrier and angrier as he eats that bread, and he gains not an ounce of weight. That's just the way it is, people. Some people are naturally thin. Some people get picked on for being too thin. Some people get picked on for being too fat. This is the world that we live in. Confidence doesn't come from being or looking thin. Confidence is a state of mind and doesn't depend on body, shape, size. Do better. Well, that's an absolute lie. It is the biggest lie that this lady probably ever told in her life. Part of your confidence does come from within. That is the essence of who you are. That is the part of you that we cannot see, okay? Your soul, your spirit. That part has nothing to do with how you look. How you look is a superficial thing that society created, okay? And we all feel the pressure to look great. So to say how your body looks, like if you think you're too thin and you can't gain weight, to say that's not going to affect your confidence is crazy. To be morbidly obese and to say that that does not affect your confidence is also crazy. So people go from one extreme to the other. But how you look, your shape, how you present yourself, how your clothes look on your body, that all deals with your confidence. That is a part of your confidence. That's all I have to say about that. Let's go through her tips and see if her tips are fat girl friendly, okay? Let's get started. Chloe's first tip is to hide behind your squad. That's kind of messed up. I'm gonna admit this tip is messed up. I mean, what are you gonna do? Duck behind your short friend or your tall friend or your chubby friend so that you can cut half of your body off? I mean, I feel like this tip is kind of lame. She could have came up with something better than that. I never hide behind anybody because, darling, I need to be seen in every photo. Right, babe? Yeah. I ain't gonna be hiding behind nobody. Chloe writes that you should only allow the person taking the picture of you to shoot from above because it's the only flattering angle. Well, I have to agree. I have my husband take my photos at a variety of angles. And usually the one where he's holding the camera above comes out the most flattering, and I look thinner, and I'm here to look thinner. I live to look thinner in a photo, like without photoshopping and altering it. That's, you know, I'm not trying to do all that, but there's nothing wrong with looking thinner. Like nothing in my book. Okay, all right, so I do think that tip works for sure. Tip number 3, stick out your chin. I personally don't have a double chin, even though I'm a heavy-set woman. I don't have a double chin. I don't know if Chloe experiences that, but I could see how, because she's saying stick out your chin, you know, I think it kind of elongates your neck a little bit, like I'm sticking out my chin now, but I don't know. I feel like if you know you have an issue right here, try Chloe's tip. I haven't tried this tip. Tip number 4, use your arms and shoulders. I don't think this is fat girl friendly. I mean, most of our arms are chunky, chubby. We're not really probably trying to show off our arms in most cases. Some bigger girls have little arms or more toned arms. I know my arms are not toned at all, honey. I don't think that tip works for us as a whole. Tip number 5, wear black and vertical stripes. Drops the mic. Chloe's 100% right. I love vertical stripes. I also love the color black. Black makes you look like you are a size 2 if you are a size 20. Honey, I'm here for all black. So kudos to Chloe for that one. Even though that's an old one, most people know them. I will agree with the people that say maybe these tips are dry, they are stale, a little. They're a little stale, they're a little dry, but I have some tips of my own. So let's get into the fat girl friendly tips or the curvy girl friendly tips, whatever you want to refer to yourself as. Okay, I think anytime that you spread your leg a little bit and kind of lean, if you notice, I'll do this a lot in my pictures. I'll do like, well, I'm not telling you to spread your legs like that. I'm saying part them a little bit move forward, shift, or tilt, and it just, I don't know, it just does something. And then when my husband is holding the phone a little bit higher, I feel like I just look very lean, almost kind of lean. So I definitely think you should spread your legs a little bit, tilt to one side, either to your left side or your right side, and I do think you look a little thinner that way. What's another thing I do? Sometimes I cross my legs. It looks too phony, picture-y, too fake, so I don't do it a lot. But occasionally I will cross my legs because it makes your waist look slimmer. I love how when you cross your legs over, it really streamlines your shape. And I just think it makes you look super slim. Super slim. What's something else I do? Yeah, I think those are the major ones that I do, that I feel like I still do, that I feel like definitely help me with looking slimmer. I do think when you hold the phone up a little bit when you're taking your selfies, I would agree with Chloe. I think that slims out your face a little bit. And I'm gonna end on this note. If you don't want to look thinner in your pictures, hey sis, I don't know. I don't know what conversation to have with you. I don't know how to help you.